Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Writer's Block Podcast. All right, I'm very excited to be here. Let me pull my goddamn shorts down. God damn. I look like I got on swimming trunks up here, man. I'm very excited to be here. We're back at the Comedy Zone once again, as y'all can see. Shout out to my partners over there. But I got a very special guest in the building here with me today. Let me give you a round of applause. You can't hear it, but they going crazy. You don't got the headphones on. They going wild.
Oh, this is fans. You got some PPP money.
hey, PPP, stimulus. Hey, who knows, man? I'll save it up. But ladies and gentlemen, my guest here today, all right, we are here with the guy, Rob Ward. All right, man. Rob, how you doing? You all right, brother?
I'm great, man. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for doing my podcast.
No problem,
Man. I
man.
appreciate that. We had to jump through a lot of hoops to get this done today. So,
no, man, I appreciate you.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, Rob has been literally touring all over the world right now. He's here at the Comedy Zone, opening and featuring for Benji Brown. All right. So Thursday was the first show.
Friday.
Friday, and then today is Saturday when we're recording this. But very funny guy, man. He's been on Heart of the City, man. He's opened up on the Martin Lawrence Lit as Fuck tour, headlining touring with Benji Brown. So he's been on Comedy Central also, which I thought was freaking dope. You guys go type his name up on YouTube, do your Googles, check my guy out. He's been working 10, 11 years now?
13.
13 years.
13.
Insane, man. So we're here at the Comedy. Is this your first time here?
No, this is like my third time here.
Third time here in 10. So when was the first time that you came here to the club?
Oh, man, probably about, it's 2022, so maybe like 2019.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah. All right. So you've been, all right. So recent, kind of recent a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
All right. How do you feel about Jacksonville? You've been in the city. All right. After the shows, you've been going out. How do you feel about it now?
I love Jacksonville, man. I think it's some really great people here. I mean, the nightlife.
Thank you. I am great. Appreciate that.
No, the nightlife isn't like amazing here, but like the clubs and stuff like that. But the people are amazing. Yeah. Everybody loves Duval. Like, crazy. Are we cussing? Is this cussing?
Yeah, man, you can say whatever you want.
Oh, okay,
you can say whatever you want.
Yeah,
You're all good, brother.
Everybody's proud as shit to be from Duval.
Hell yeah. Shout out to the, you already see what we wearing.
Yeah, bro. I think that's dope. Yeah.
But, all right, so I came to the Thursday night show, man. I had a great time. I've been telling y'all about this show for a little while. You got to come out and see it. Rob, I listened to pretty much, I don't know how you get into the mode of doing stand-up, you know what I mean, or doing these shows, but before I saw the show, I actually listened to your comedy album.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Parental Advisory.
Yeah.
I went to go check out that comedy album, and then seeing you live, man, seeing it translate.
It's totally different, bro.
You think so? You think? All right. So how do you? What do you mean? What's different for you?
Because like I'll say, because I don't always tour. Like, well, I tour with Benji all the time, but like I'll pick up other weekends, maybe open it up for another comic or something like that, and then I'll Google him or something like that, and I'll be like, oh, this guy isn't shit, you know, and then I'll go. And I'll be like, fuck, like he puts on an amazing show.
And then you'll go, and then it's like, oh no, peep asses in seats today. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's like I just think sometimes your live show is better. I think I'm a way better live performer, and plus my comedy album, I'm not super proud of that too because like it was like pandemic, so I hadn't been on stage for like months, and then I just happened to get the opportunity to do the album, and you know whatever they promised me, you'll get as many times as you want to record it, and they kind of rushed me. I was like, oh, yeah,
really?
that was a good warm-up. And they was like, no, that's it. And I was like, what? And they was like, yeah, we're going to roll with that one, or it's going to take another year. So I was like, all right.
So that feeling like you like now, you feel like your live show now and the type of show that you're putting on now is you're like, okay, now I'm here. Now I'm ready. Now I got it rolling.
Back warmed up. You know, like that was like in the midst of the pandemic. And I had been on stage. Actually, I started forgetting a little bit of material. You know, when you got back on stage after the pandemic, started getting a little nervous. You didn't really remember certain bits. You were leaving things out. Yeah,
absolutely. So are you nervous when you go on stage like in your year 13? I'm in year 4 right now, and I still like after the pandemic shook me, and I started like a year before. So to hear you have to go through that, and you were doing comedy so long before the pandemic, that still happened to you?
No, I don't get nervous anymore. If it's a big opportunity, I'll still get nervous. Like Heart of the City, obviously, you know, it's like I was a little nervous going on stage before that.
Yeah.
But like,
I'm gonna clap that up. That was nice right there. I gotta give you flowers, man. I gotta give you flowers while you're here, brother.
Yeah, no, I was a little nervous before doing that because it's like my first time on TV. But like a regular weekend, like I'm just working out. Like I'm at home, bro. I'm at home on stage, so I don't get nervous anymore.
Yeah.
So
all right.
It depends.
So. Tell me what the shows is like, man. Tell me how the shows have been so far the weekend here. Like, what you have a favorite so far?
Yeah. The favorite show was early show last night, which was Friday.
Listen, those women were beautiful.
Yeah,
Those women look. Oh, hey.
yeah. They come out for Benji because he does the whole Kiki, character. He does the woman voice thing. So a lot of women
Iconic.
They come out to see him a lot. So yeah, his first show yesterday was perfect. But you always got to put yourself up and get ready for that fight, for that late night Friday. They've been working all day. They're a little tired.
Yeah.
They've been drinking probably before they get here, and there's probably a younger crowd because they want to come to the later show. So they might make you work a little bit more on stage.
Yeah.
But that Friday early show yesterday was amazing.
Make you work as in they're sitting there, arms folded, you got to do more work for them.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you still do your material the same, or are you like, okay, well, I got to break this person. Let me talk to them first, and then I'll go into it when they loosen up.
You know what? So that's funny you asked it. I'm getting to the point now where we all have our things that we're afraid about on stage. I couldn't make eye contact. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just getting to the point. I used to just look over people's head.
Really?
Because you got to work
weird.
the room.
That's great. I got to look at people. I think my thing is the mic stand. I'm comfortable when I can touch it.
Yeah, no, man. I'll just put it in the back now. But I used to hold it, and carry it around too. Yeah, no, but then you're gonna get older comics leave that mic stand alone and all this and that. So I was just you got to work the room. So I would just look over everybody. I wouldn't make eye contact with anybody because you're always gonna see that one person looking at you
Yeah, am I funny to you, ma'am? Can you crack a smile or something? I need you to do something.
But that connection is amazing. Now I'm learning, and I'm getting the confidence to look in everybody's eye, and that connection is what I have been missing. So that was something I had to learn and conquer, and now I see my performance getting higher now that I'm able to do that.
Yeah. Okay. So how would you describe your your craft? Obviously comedy is very personal to the comedians who are doing it, and what we're trying to portray for people who might not know who you are. How would you describe oh man, my name is Rob Ward. This is the Rob Ward Show. This is what you're gonna get from me.
I'm a storyteller.
Easily.
Yeah, that's how I describe my comedy. I'm a storyteller. Which, if I'm hot that night, then it comes off amazing because they're like, oh, my God, every story you took me on a ride, and there's punchlines in between the story, and then when you get there, there's a bigger punchline at the end waiting. And if I'm off that night, then it's just fuck, you got to go down this long road. But
yeah. So what is off as in you might time it a little different, or you got to catch up somewhere else? Is off have to do with you or the reaction?
Probably both. A little bit of both. I always tell people too, I'm just super hard on myself. So you'll see, I'll be man, I was off that night or whatever. And I was just telling Mikey that on the way here. I'm super hard on myself. I think that's how you get better as a comic. I hate to see comics get 2 or 3 laughs and be man, I killed it.
Listen, you didn't kill it. All right.
Exactly.
The only thing you killed is nothing at all, I guess.
So
I had to I don't know. I adjust. I feel when I adjust how I judge a show based on the crowd now. If I do really good at a show, but then I'm looking and I'm okay, well, these are the kind of people who aren't this wouldn't work at a comedy club thing. So I judge that different than I would judge a performance at a certain area.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? So I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Storytelling in your jokes. How did you start that way? Did you just get on stage and you? That's what became, or did you have an idea where okay, well, this is a joke, this is a story, I'm gonna go this route with how I treat my craft?
Yeah, I think it's just man, that's a good question. I don't know how it started. I think I started on the first couple of times on stage, it was just jokey jokes. I tried to write horrible jokes or whatever. Obviously your first time on stage, but
we actually went to go see your first stand-up clip on YouTube. It was 1 in the morning.
That's my first time on stage.
Yeah, he pulled it up at 1 in the morning and sent it to me in a text. I'm Ricky, go to bed.
Yeah, it's in Cleveland. Yeah, that was my true first time and I was so proud of that. I thought I killed it. But it was bad.
That's very bold to put your first stand-up on YouTube.
And I didn't take it down though. I didn't take it down because I was it's growth. It's growth. I am very embarrassed of that, but it's my first time on stage.
I have my first video, and I can only watch maybe the first 30 seconds of it out of a 6 minutes. It's not on YouTube. But I don't have that kind of balls to put that up there right now. I don't know.
I just because somebody told, and it's a lot of stuff I did take off YouTube. But I decided to keep that up because that's where I started, man. That's the growth.
So you started in Cleveland? Is where you're from, Cleveland? All right. So what it's the comedy scene like in Cleveland? I haven't been to Cleveland before doing anything. Where'd you start? Where'd you get your workouts at in there?
Yeah. So I started at a poetry night. So it was a poetry night, and my guy was hosting the poetry night. A super talented poet from Cleveland, B. Hosley. But he was doing that, and he had asked me to come and do comedy there. So I went up and did it, and then did it 3 times. I think if you've seen that, it's like my first 3 times on stage up there, and then I became the host.
The host of the poetry night, so it became more of a poetry. It became a host of the open mic kind of thing.
No, it was still poetry night. I was just a host of the poetry night. But
okay.
And you know, because poetry too, like, I mean, that's their craft, their art, so I won't downplay it, but like, it's so up and down. You know, people are talking about sex in their poems. They're talking about sex, you know, rape. They're talking about all this. So like, I would go up and kind of bring the energy where it needed to be, whether it was, you know, talking about the performer or talking about the poem.
Okay. So that like do you like when you hosted these shows, like, are you like, okay, well, taking what they're saying in their poems and then doing kind of some work about that and moving on?
Yeah.
I know that could be weird.
I'm more experienced. I wish I wouldn't have did that, because I've hosted other events and I try not to make fun of other people's artistry. You know, I try not to try this ice machine. I try not to like talk shit about you know, somebody getting up, because it takes a lot to get up there.
It does.
You know,
they actually I hosted a non-comedy event. I was hosting so he does music, and a lot of people he works with do music. I hosted their music show, and that was different for me, because they asked me to host, and I was going with the traditional, I'm hosting a comedy show. I had to learn on the fly. He was like, hey, they're not showing up, we need you to do 30 minutes. I was like, what? God, what the hell? Okay, I don't know. So that I kind of, I took a little bit of it and incorporated it into the show, but like I don't know, I still did. I think it was weird for me, you know.
Yeah, man, you get better at it, bro. And those, you got to put yourself in those type of situations. You do.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Become a better comic.
Hold on, Ricky. You want to come to the microphone so people can hear you, or just project your voice? I'll repeat it.
Or just repeat the question. Bro.
Yeah. Yeah. So Ricky said doing stand-up in a different environment that's not stand-up is different. I don't know. It's so weird about how voice is scary. You could be heard when you was over there. We hear Mikey from over there when he's talking. You're the only person who this isn't picking up. That is my fault. I didn't set it up over there. So real quick, man, I'm not going to expose too much of the comedy. Obviously, we want people to come out and see your show and what you got going on. But you have a joke that I was laughing my ass off, dude, at the show. I think this is a Thursday night show. Your joke about your favorite uncle, man. You joke about your favorite uncle. That
I
shit
know which
is
one you was going to.
Uncle Peaches, man. Uncle Peaches. So is Uncle Peaches your he's your real? How does he feel about you doing this joke about Uncle Peaches?
That's my real uncle. Is based on. It's actually based on, that joke is based on my uncle and my cousin. I have two a gay uncle and a gay cousin, and I tease them as much, man, and they don't mind, man, because I really do not care what somebody else's sexual preference is. It doesn't matter to me. Like, I can still go have drinks and this and that, and so they don't mind me doing that joke, because they know I'm not a mean-spirited person like that. But it's a mixture between them two, and I made the name up. So
that shit is funny. So as soon as you said it, the crowd loved it too.
For sure.
Have you ever done like jokes like that, and then after the show somebody talks to you and like, hey man, what you said back there was kind of a little?
Man, you know what? I haven't, man. I haven't had like somebody like that canceled type of energy. But I have, you know, like what I always tell comics too, like, I do think you can talk about anything if you do it in a tasteful way. And, you know, so I had gay people walk up to me and tell me they love that joke. I've had, you know, heavier people come up to me, because I try to punch up.
Your big people jokes.
Yeah, man. So it's about how you do it, especially me being, and too, like, I'll tell younger comics too, like, I start my show off talking about myself. So they know nobody's off limits. I'm gonna talk about whoever I want to talk about on stage, because if I can make fun of myself, then everybody else is fair game too. So, but no, I haven't had that, because I try to do it in a tasteful way. Yeah.
Okay, I feel that. Let's see. When
you know, so crazy.
Go ahead.
Speaking of Heart of the City, because you brought that video, I did do that joke for my taping in Heart of the City.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart got in trouble. He was supposed to host what was it? Grammys, Oscars.
Oscars. He wanted to host the Oscars.
and they cut that joke out. I knew it. I was
no.
like, yeah. I knew it. I was like, they're not gonna associate him to any gay jokes or anything like that.
Hey, they was on his ass though.
Yeah,
so they was on his ass.
They
so
cut
it
that
makes
joke
sense.
out. I knew it when it aired. I was like, I knew it wasn't making it.
All right, so tell me about opening up. Like, what is that like, man? You've been around the world doing this thing. When do you feel like you've been on enough stages and seen enough people headlines where you're like, okay, this is the game, now I can put myself out there and I can go out there and be me for the people putting on. Are you working on your own show that you want to get rolling?
Yeah. So right before the pandemic, I used to be a firefighter. Not before the pandemic, but
thank you for your service.
Yeah, it wasn't that long. It wasn't that long. It's like as soon as I got out of the fire academy, I got hired at the fire department. I was telling Mikey, I just promised my wife. I try to tell younger comics, don't quit your job, bro.
Yeah.
Like, don't quit it too early. I know it's hard.
Listen, man,
It's hard. We want to do this full time, but and that's your journey. If you do it, you quit, you're gonna learn, and everybody's story and journey is different. But I would quit. I quit like 2 or 3 times. And I just put us in a hole financially.
You quit comedy 2 or 3 times?
No, I never quit comedy.
Oh, your job?
Yeah, my job.
Got it.
I quit jobs, and every job I ever had was always like retail or something like that, something I could just walk away from.
Okay.
Just so I didn't want to be corporate or have, I just didn't want the stress.
You don't be in charge of other people.
Yeah, bro. Like I wanted brainless work. I didn't want to take work home.
Before I was doing this, I was an accountant. I didn't
want it stressed out, bro.
Yeah, not really. I was a really horrible employee. All I did was watch YouTube and leave shit piling on my desk.
Yeah. See, but
they fired me.
Yes, I see. I was about to say that type of stress. All I wanted to do was just do my job and go home. I didn't want to bring shit home. I didn't want to do so. Anyway, I told my wife, I was like, man, I'm gonna get a real job. I always wanted to be a firefighter. So I went to the academy, made it through, got hired, and then I told my wife, I was like, I'm not going to put us in a financial situation like that again. I'll never quit my job again. I'll always, have comedy, but I'll, make sure financials are straight at home. And I was like, unless somebody takes me on tour, I get a big break. And then I was telling Mikey in that same year, Benji called me and I was like, I'm out of here.
I'm out of here. You gotta piece it out. You got it. So your wife was very supportive of your comedy career prior to it being what it is.
Yeah, for sure, bro, for sure. I mean, she was stressed out at times, but yeah, she was very supportive.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. I had to go handle some business, but we're talking about you and a show like your own show. Are you do you finally feel like you've learned enough or seen enough comedians to Yeah.
No, I definitely don't think that I've learned enough. I mean, you can never stop learning. It was like I said, I'm really hard on myself, and I'll have a mediocre show or something like that, and I'll feel like, man, I got to get better. So I got to get better at not being so tough on myself. But I do headline. So I headline for Comedy Zone. Actually, they have different clubs all over the country. So I headline clubs.
All right. Also in Ramada Inns or no?
No, they're all over. They're different places. They have like standalone clubs. They have clubs in other hotels. They're actually like Comedy Zone is like unique because they are a chain and they're also like a booking agent too. So they book shows and send comics out. So I work for them as a headliner. So I'll go do shows. It's just like I'll headline for guys that are bigger than me. They have a bigger following than me or something like that. But I still do headline. Funny Bones, Improvs, Comedy Zone, stuff like that, especially with my credits and stuff like that. But so right before the pandemic, I had my own comedy tour. It was called First Responders.
First Responders tour.
So it's like a tour just saying thank you to all the first responders. Because I was a first responder for a short moment.
I was about to say 3 months.
It wasn't that long.
It wasn't even. Were you first? Come on now.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So
they had other people in line before you.
Yeah, for sure. But no, so it's called the First Responders Tour. I actually have an opener that I take when I headline. His name is B Titty, out of Cleveland. I know everybody laughs at his name.
All right, I thought you were going to mention the dude from last night. Who was that?
No. Yeah, no, B Titty.
B Titty is his name?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
How'd you and B Titty meet, y'all?
We went to high school together.
Nice.
We went to high school.
Nice.
We started comedy a year apart. So, yeah, I do headline. First Responders Tour, I just haven't did it. Benji's schedule picked up a lot, and so I haven't did the First Responders Tour because there's a lot of promotion.
Yeah,
trying to get first responders to come out and stuff like that.
You brought up promo. I'll keep going with the same. Like while we're here now, like what I'm learning now doing this show and trying to make things going out here. You being on the road, like we are our promoters.
Yeah,
we have to boast and bark about the show when nobody is that. does that like ever get easier? You know, like is it harder where you going on the road somewhere? You can't really, hey guys, I'm in this city, but you're not there. You're across the world. You're on the internet telling people about it. You know, is that different? Like, does it work the same?
Yeah, because I'm not a big social media guy. I don't have a huge amount of followers or something like that. Like some of these guys can get on there and just say I'm coming there and sell out and get the word out. Like me, I don't have that many followers. So I have to try to do the hashtag game. I have to try to reach out to people there. I'll try to book a local there, see if he'll promote and stuff like that too. So it does become really hard, but I think also that's where, if you're not a social media guy, that's where TV and stuff like that's going to come in. So, you know, they could try to promote you as well. Okay.
So far, 13 years in, do you have anything? Fucking ice machine. Do you have anything, you know, where you're like, okay, I know what I'm striving for. Like this year, this is what I got going on. This is what I'm doing. That you want to share, or like, you know, something on your heart that you're just working on or building.
Yeah, man. So I did my Dry Bar is dropping. I did Dry Bar comedy special.
Nice.
That's dropping. Hopefully this summer. They're behind releasing them.
Okay.
So that's like a clean comedy special.
Very big Dry Bar fan. They have some good comedians over there. Where'd you shoot yours at? Utah.
Bravo. I think that's how you say the city.
Okay.
It's like you got to fly into Salt Lake City, and it's like a 45-minute Uber drive. You got to.
Damn.
It's
a whole thing. Legit.
No. It was a great opportunity, man. I'm more proud of my Dry Bar than I was my album.
Okay. So wait, for perspective, when was the album again? It was 20.
They're both in the pandemic. They're both in the pandemic, but like the Dry Bar came a little bit later. But I started getting my rhythm back and stuff like that.
Got it.
And Dry Bar was like, and no knock to the comics they have, because they do have some really strong comedians. But it was like, it seems like they were trying to find something a little edgier, because I'm not a clean comic. I don't consider myself.
That's why I was gonna bring that up when you said Dry Bar, because I've seen your set, and most of the Dry Bar comedians I watch on YouTube, they don't curse or anything in their comedy, but they let you rock with it.
I didn't cuss. I was
you changed it.
I changed it up or whatever, and you know, some of the same jokes are on there, but I just cleaned it up and made it a cleaner version, or took some things out. But it was fun, man. It was like I was a lot edgier than some of the comics they were used to, and they loved it, bro. Like, I was nervous going into it, because I'm like, man, like I don't know, you know.
Yeah.
But Uncle Peach is everything on there, bro. Like I had a great set, man. I was so proud of it. It might be a little dated now because they're taking so long to release it, but it's supposed to come out this summer.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Like, I learned, like, because I shot just 5 minutes of jokes, and then I didn't put it out for like 6 months or so. And then I put it out, and people think that it was yesterday. And I'm like, well, no. Like, I'm like, when you put something out, you're so much better than when they've held it for so long. Do you think that when it comes out, now you're gonna be like the same what you were with the comedy album? You're like, well, I mean, I'm in a different place now. I'm in a groove now. I might be on another move.
Yeah, you know, because I think I mentioned the pandemic. You know, we're kind of getting out of that now. You know, like everybody's kind of over it. So, you know, the crowd, I'm looking in the crowd, they're wearing masks, and there was like social distance. It's a small room.
I was the only person with a mask on at the show, by the way, last night.
Florida doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, I was the only person with a mask on in the room.
Florida doesn't give, like, when we were touring during the pandemic, because we still tried to tour, and they, like, if a room hosts 300 people, they're doing 100 seats or something like that and spreading people out. And we were just going, and then I get to Florida, we could do, like, and nobody gave a fuck. Like, nobody. Like,
we the boys.
Yeah, man, y'all don't give a fuck.
We outside.
Man. Yeah, y'all really are outside, man. So that was like it was shocking to me, because I was like, oh my God, COVID. And people in Florida like, fuck it.
Yeah. How do you deal with comments? All right. Your clip we got right here on Rob Ward Comedy. How do you read comments when you put something on the internet?
Man, listen. So I told you that's my first time on TV.
Yes.
So Comedy Central put it on their YouTube page, and they put it on their Facebook. So my Facebook, I wish they would have tagged me, bro. My Facebook clip for Heart of the City, that one joke, I forget which joke it is. I think it was the robbery joke.
Okay. The big girl joke?
No. It's the robbery joke. It was I think it was the robbery joke.
Okay.
But whatever it was.
I put the clip link for what we're talking about. It's in the description, and we're going to have some of this in the video. So you guys go check that video out.
Yeah, it was the robbery joke, bro. And it got 2 million views on Facebook.
Nice.
But they didn't tag me, so I didn't get any of those. So I'm like stalking the comments trying to
hey, it's me.
Like, oh my God, he's so funny. And I'm like, it's me. You know, follow me, da.
Go ahead.
But doing that, I had to read the comments, bro. And it was like, again, being hard on myself, it was 80% positive, bro. Like, to have 2 million, it was 80% positive. That is an excellent ratio,
bro.
but the 20.
That shit hit.
They were roasting me, right? So like, and everybody's telling me like, don't read the comments, don't read the comments. And I'm like, all right, I won't read it. And then like,
You gonna read it.
bro, so then I was like, bro, like people were talking shit. So like, somebody called me like a fat Kevin Hart or something, right? So he funny, but he's a little fat Kevin Hart. So I was like, hey man, watch your mouth. And he was like, yo, shit. He responded, and I was like, yeah, man, I ain't famous.
Yeah, nigga, that shit hurt.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not famous. I'm like, so then like, I just started responding to everybody. And people like, somebody said something, man. I did the big girl joke, and like this chick was like, you
Funny
are
joke.
a big girl. She's like, you are a big girl. So, man,
No.
bro, so I read that shit, and I fucked her up, bro. I went in there for like 20 comments, and I was just fucking her up. And people were like, leave her alone, leave her alone. But she was laughing too, though.
Yeah.
But I was just like, yeah. I was like, man, listen. I put it in there. I said, I have the time.
Yeah.
All I do is travel and do comedy. I'm in the hotel. I'm going to respond.
So the 80% and the 20%.
Yeah.
All right, the 20%. What do you feel like you spent more time on? What did you spend more time in?
It was probably equal, bro. Because
Equal?
I was telling the people that liked me and saying positive things. I was telling them like, yo, follow me.
Yeah, I can't believe they didn't tag you, guys. This is crazy.
Yeah, they didn't tag it. That was weird too. Yeah, but then like, but the negative, I responded probably equal.
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I was like, bro, that's why I said like, I know what I'm pursuing. I know it comes with it, but I don't care to be famous, bro.
Yeah.
I really don't want to be famous. I'm just a comic.
You want to be good at comedy.
Yeah, I want to get paid and make a living doing comedy.
Yes.
I don't care to have. I don't want people. I seen comments, bro, like on Kevin Hart's page. They're calling his kids ugly. You know, like I
Jesus
don't
Christ.
want that, bro. I don't want that for my family. I don't want that for that. Like, you know,
There are a lot of comedians who include a lot of their family in their act as well. Like
Yeah,
you were
yeah,
saying
for
that,
sure.
like I don't know, David A. Arnold. He's one of those comedians
from
who.
Cleveland.
Yeah,
That's my
yeah.
dog,
All
man.
right,
That's
well,
my
nice.
dog,
David
yeah.
A. Arnold, very funny, man.
Super talented. I think David's next, man. I think
Really?
I do. I think David is probably one of the next big. You know, like
You
Kevin
worked with
Hart
him?
said- Yeah, I worked with him. I don't work with him consistently, but
Yeah.
I worked with him
I know,
before. Yeah, it's a good dude from Cleveland. Super talented.
Yeah,
man.
so he is a guy who does a lot of family stuff
Yeah,
and really puts it out there with his comedy. You talk about your family in your act and in your stand up, but you don't make the skits with them. You
No,
don't
do that. Yeah,
because you don't want to.
Yeah, man. I just don't want that, man. I'm protective over him. I'm not saying David isn't.
Yeah,
But
I'm just using that as an
yeah,
example.
Yeah. I just don't want that for my kids. I
Yeah.
don't want that for my wife. I don't want that for me.
Okay.
I like a little privacy.
What moment in your life? All right, because for most comedians, obviously, either some major bullshit, something that impacts you or changes you. What made you say, all right, yeah, comedy is it? Like was it something that was an embarrassing moment? Was it like a serious moment? How'd you flip it into like, oh, okay, well, stand-up comedy is it for me?
Well, I told you my dude asked me to come out to this poetry night and do it. I was just always known for that. Like I grew up in a rough area, you know, stuff like that. And comedy was always my defense. You know, that was always the way I, you know, integrated. You know, like these different groups, the thugs, the athletes, the all that. Like I was always just I would roast people. Like I would just.
But you didn't know that you were just doing it. You didn't know.
Yeah, it was just my personality.
Okay.
Bro. I always just talk shit, bro. Like every picture in my yearbook, like you could see, like my mouth is open and I'm pointing. Every fucking picture. Like,
So you just roasted all day at lunch or something?
Yeah. And I could take it too. You know, like I can.
That's
I
important.
Can take it. Yeah, bro. Like if it's a good joke or something like that on me, I die laughing. Like I graduated with Oh no, he didn't play for. He played for Miami. I graduated with Ted Ginn Jr.
Okay.
He played for the Dolphins or whatever. And I hosted an event for him back at home at our high school, and I wore like these Vans to the court while they were playing the basketball game. And like he got on and like roasted, and it was hard. And that's why I said I'll never go back home until I reach a certain status and try to host something.
Yeah.
Because they don't let me do my job. Like I'm still Rob.
Really?
You know, so like everybody's
That's interesting.
talking shit. I mean, at a show, if they come to the Improv, they're respectful.
Okay.
But like at a high school basketball, like it was just roasting me. I'm like, I got the mic, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You know, like no, everybody said I had the Vans on, and I'm a big dude, so like I had these Vans on. He called them like kickball shoes and shit like that and all that. So, but no, bro, like yeah. So
yeah,
I had fun, man.
That's good. That's good. Let's see. So being from Cleveland, you know what I mean, and leaving and that scene and going to do comedy, going back, like You just said that you don't want to go back until you're bigger, or like, what do you think needs to happen for you to be able to go back and like get that respect where it's like, no, I'm here to do the job. Like, you guys will understand it. Like, because I feel like home, you kind of want to be, I can work here, you know. It works out for me, you know what I mean? Like, that would suck if I'm here trying to host a show and then people from high school, like,
no, that's what I said. That was a different event, so that was like in a gymnasium. And you know, so like it was like Rutgers, you know, like
yes.
It wasn't a comedy. When I do, because me and Benji are at the Cleveland Improv coming here soon, and like that, they respect that. They let me do that. You know, it's just if they could talk shit, they're gonna talk shit back. But no, like even Kevin Hart, like I heard that when he shot his special in Philly at the arena, at the stadium, actually. He was saying that people always get mad at him in Philly because he wouldn't go back and shoot special. He shot his first special in Cleveland, actually. I'm in there, too. I should use that as a credit. I'm in the audience.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I'm in the audience or whatever. And it's special. Like, they showed me real quick, like, laughing. Yeah. And, too, like, they were going up and down.
It's great that you brought that up. I'm glad. Go ahead. I'll let you finish.
No, they're up and down with these cameras and shit, like how your boy's running. And, like,
good job, by the way.
And it was like, we're gonna be shooting a special. They tell you before the special. So, like, I wasn't even doing comedy yet, so I'm trying to I'm laughing hard. I'm trying to get on, and I made it.
Like the TV, like the NBA people in the NBA games trying to get the jumbotron.
Yeah, for sure. That was me. I was in the audience. That was me. I was like, So
it's pretty interesting that you said that, brother, that you brought that up. Like people, when you're doing a show, they have the camera, when the audience as well, all right? In this clip, all right, in your clip on the Comedy Central, you doing a joke about the big girl, all right? And in that moment, the camera director pans to the woman who looks exactly like what you're talking about, bro.
My wife is actually sitting back there too. She's back there too.
In the same, I gotta go back and watch that.
Yeah, she's sitting like right behind me. So yeah, they did it like a comic view, like back in the day. They had like women sitting on stage. So like,
I thought that was that's weird to me.
It was a little weird, but my wife was standing in line to get in the show, and then they picked her to they were trying to get like attractive women, and then they was like,
nice, you need them.
Yes, So they came, was like, would you be nervous with your wife? I was like, nah, it's fine. She's my wife. But yeah, no, everybody kept saying that about the lady, and they could they dead wrong. They showed her.
Yeah, I was like, damn. But you brought it up how you were in Kevin Hart. They pan to. Do you think that helps? Like if you're telling a joke and then there just happens to be someone in the audience. There's no way,
bro. I think it was a mistake, bro.
You planned that. You wrote that in.
No, bro. No, because honestly, like they chopped up so much of Heart of the City.
Really?
That because
like they shortened the whole thing?
Yeah. So we recorded like a maybe 12 to 15 minute set.
Okay.
And they chopped it up. So I don't even know. I went first on the episode, but I don't think I went first when we taped it. But they were so what the rumor was is that they start off with the strongest set of that night, because when people watch the show, they don't want to start off with the worst set because people will turn and hurt the rating. So so they showed most of my set, and I went first, and then they slowly went down, and then they cut everybody else's set, based on the show.
Yeah.
So
I think that's still very I'm learning a lot about like how they do kind of the TV things and people who get their spots. It's very interesting to me. Where like I'm thinking, okay, this is our craft. We spend a lot of time making this perfect, and this joke has to be said this way. It goes with this punchline. Yeah. But then you do it, and then you see it on TV, and like 2 minutes of the joke is gone. Does that change anything at all? Did you feel a way?
No, it's just, it's the
you
business.
get it?
Until you get to the point where you get final say or something like that, you can't. You're just happy for the opportunity.
Yeah.
That's it. I was just telling Mikey again on the drive here, like when you're a younger comic, you're chasing credits. You want that credit so bred.
Literally who you're talking to right now, bro. And
it's so crazy to finally get it, and like they're like, nah, the credit's cool. How many social media followers you got?
Dude, my God. I hate that question so much.
So it's like I got that credit.
I got to get that up.
And it helped. It did help me. But I honestly say the dry bars helped me more than Comedy Central, because it's just clean. It's more relevant, I would say. No knock to Comedy Central, but
just for today's times.
For
today's times. The landscape is all different now. It's not that, like you mentioned Comic View and stuff earlier. I talked about Benji doing that back in the day, because that was when I first saw him back when like Ricky Smiley was doing his thing. Today's landscape of comedy, it holds a different weight.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
where you perform.
Yeah, and it hasn't even dropped. And I've been getting weekends headlining at smaller clubs just because of Dry Bar. Just me saying that as one of my credit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've been on Dry Bar or soon to be on Dry Bar, and they're respondable. And I was putting Comedy Central and stuff like that, they were barely responding. So you chase that credit, and it's not. Now it's about the followers.
Yeah, it's like the what do they call it? Like a game, like what the string where you get a string
rabbit,
and then the rabbit thing.
yeah.
I don't know. I just saw the commercial. That just came off the top of my head. Where are you at in your comedy career today, man? Are you satisfied where you are, where you're poised to go? Everything on track for you that you like or dislike?
Nah, man, nah, hell no, man. Like, I'm trying. I just, you never know. Like, all I want to do is be the best I can be, and you just chase the opportunities. You know, shit, man. I literally just had a Zoom call yesterday with Netflix about doing Nailed It, like a TV show Nailed It on there. It's not comedy, bro. Don't give me applause. It's just
I'm gonna give you applause every time you got to name drop something.
Yeah.
It's part of the show.
Oh yeah, no, but it's just it was just a cooking show that I'll be like a worse baker on the show.
That's fun.
Yeah. So it's just like those opportunities come like that, and you're constantly trying to just see what's next, you know. So, I mean, I got goals, but you know, it's just you're just constantly just trying to work, man.
Outside of comedy, what do you do for fun? Like when you're not, how do you get away from this?
Family, man. I got 3 daughters. I got a wife, man.
Wow, a house full of girls.
Yeah,
house full of girls.
A wife, 3 girls, and a girl dog, bro.
Like, that must be weird.
Yeah.
That must be weird.
No, you know, it's like, you know, I wanted a boy. Me and my wife actually we had stillborn. It was a boy, but man, I couldn't imagine having a boy.
Yeah.
Man. I really couldn't. I enjoy being the only man, the
in
king
your
of the
household.
castle, man. Yeah, for sure, man. You get used to it.
How old are you?
36.
And I thought you were gonna say like 28, 20,
no,
bro. Literally, I googled it. Your age not on nowhere. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
bro. No. And bro, I just some of my cousins sent me a Google, which like I don't have a Wikipedia or anything like that yet, but like he Googled me and said I was worth like $600,000. And then it's like 18 million. Like I was like, then I Googled it last night. It was like 18 million. It's like I need to get this taken down. Like it's not right or not even close, bro.
They lying?
It's not.
He just don't want people to come find him. That man,
bro,
he's stashing in the bank back there.
Man, I was like, shit. I wish I had that. Yeah, man. But
how long until you Googled yourself, like doing comedy? Did you ever Google? Put it up there.
I Google myself. I mean, especially like after I started getting the credits, because my credits are I've been the Dry Bar now, the Comedy Central thing, you know, touring with Benji's, you know, that's a credit. The Martin Lawrence tour, and I won Showtime at the Apollo. Yeah, Showtime at the Apollo.
Salute.
And the album.
Yeah. Okay. So, real quick, I want to ask, like, where your worst show? Like, where was your worst show? Like professional, like now that you're doing it, you're in the game, not like open micing and all this stuff, but like I'm talking like you're chasing your dreams now, you're doing comedy, but you know, you get to a show sometimes and you got a curveball.
This would be funny. Let me tell my wife I'm doing a podcast.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna do it. No, don't cut it. Hey, babe, I'm recording a podcast. All right. She just used to it.
All right, yeah. She's like, oh, okay, it's cool. It's all live. It's all live.
Worst show ever?
Yeah, like
not open mic stats.
Yeah, not professional. Like you go in there to work. You got a show to do. Worst show. It didn't go how it went.
I think my first year on tour with Benji, maybe like my 3rd weekend, Memphis. Like I was terrified to go back to Memphis. It just seemed like they hated me.
Really?
And I knew it was coming back up the next year, and I was like, I was thinking of like, I'm not going. I'm not going to tell Benji I got another date.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, Memphis is like any other, like you're being hard, like you just had. And I went back, bro, and they're amazing people. They come to laugh. It was just, it was that first year.
So what happened? What was it?
Man, so I don't know if you guys have like you got Duval. You got Lil Duval. Mm-hmm. So like, but Lil Duval is probably bigger, but like it was this comic there. He like I heard he's like owns part of the club, and he's like just there. He's an OG. He's been around for years. He's on Comic View, and he hosts the show. So we only do a 2-man show. He goes up and hosts the show. He does 30, 40 minutes in front of me. At that point, I'm 8, 9 years in, like, you know, and he goes up there and just destroys it, you know, destroys it. And I just couldn't follow him. I couldn't follow him. I was in my head. It wasn't like it wasn't a regular host set. He didn't do 5 to 10 to 15
Yeah,
minutes.
when you said he hosted the show, you went to, you say, dude, 30, 40 minutes. That's
30,
not really.
I mean, he was up there going. I'm looking like, bruh. And like, and I went up there after him. And I mean, he's a veteran, man. He had more energy, more, style on stage than me, was a little flashier. So, but we went back next year and it was just a 2-man show and got my confidence back. But I was terrified of Memphis.
For just because of that reason?
Because I went up there after him. They were just staring at me, bro. I was just eating shit. They were just like get the fuck out of here, man.
So if someone gets off stage and maybe they're a little faster than you are, or their tempos are different, do you try to, like, you don't pick that up off of you, kind of just be yourself? Like, maybe that's why.
Bro, you now, but like I said, I was inexperienced. I was just on tour. I just started touring. Now you just reset the room, bro. You just don't be afraid to, like, if they're rolling around or something like that, you just have to know that you have to slow that crowd back down. Yeah. So you're not gonna get laughs right away. You have to be. You can't panic. Yeah. You can't panic because this guy just got out. You got to just learn. It's called resetting the room. You just have to learn to reset the room and just go at your own pace. To know you're gonna build your show up. That's it. That's it. Just slow it down.
One of the things I learned, like, so far doing this is, like, jokes don't start off funny. And I, like you just said, like, you're not gonna get the laughs like that as soon as you get on. But obviously when we come out, we want people to laugh and stuff like that. How comfortable are you with it not starting out funny? Like, now you're cool now. That's what you mean. Like,
I'm a lot better now. Because I'm a storyteller anyway, and I'm not somebody that's humping a stool or rolling on the floor or something like that. Like, I'm a storyteller. I have to tell them to turn the mic up on me because I'm soft spoken on stage and stuff like that. So now I know to not to panic. Like, it's coming. I know this joke is coming and this is gonna work. So
you ever, for your big girl joke, all right, the viral on the internet multiple times over, all right. How many big girls have approached you off this clip, man? You say you like big women, you put the clip out there, it gets thousands of views, millions of views. Obviously, I know some of them hitting you up.
I'm married, man.
Oh,
ain't nobody walked up to me. I'm married. Nobody walked up to me, man. Yeah, for sure. You trying to get me in trouble, bro?
We're making content here, baby. All right, I got one more. Might be a little spicy. All right, you from Cleveland. All right, you from Cleveland. Deshaun Watson. All right, he's now your quarterback. You back there doing shows. You're linking up. What you got planned?
I don't know. So crazy. Like, the Cleveland Improv doesn't. The All-Star weekend, we just had the All-Star. A lot of people came out. My B. Titty was hosting that weekend. He's like, a lot of celebrities were coming, but like, a lot of celebrities don't come to the comedy club there.
Really?
When they're in town, so it's like, I might have met a few NFL players that snuck in.
I would think it's a big thing. I would think it's a much bigger event.
Yeah, for sure. It depends on who's there. Like, some of these Instagram guys or something like that, social media guys, they'll come out and I'll see them in Cleveland and they'll be like, such and such came. I was like, the fucker's never there when we're there. So Benji, he did a lot of college shows and stuff like that. So he has a big social media presence, and he also
he's been doing comedy for a long time.
He has a lot of, like, I met Ocho Cinco. He came out to a show. A couple people come out when we're in Florida and stuff like that. But Cleveland, a lot of people don't come out. So I don't expect to see Deshaun Watson at a show.
Yeah.
He probably should be trying to stay out of trouble anyway. He'll probably be low key.
Yeah, somebody said Deshaun Watson with the Cleveland, where the highest thing you go, what was it like? It was like all the women are like the top 10. It's a 5, so he'll be all right.
Fuck out of here. Cleveland got some. Every city does. You just got to know where to go. But
I have no idea where to go.
Women. Yeah, Cleveland got some beautiful. That's bullshit. Fuck them.
You don't think so? Do you enjoy pretty much the downtime of, like, comedy? Because like, we wait all day to do the show at night. Like for me, I get very anxious when I'm just, like, waiting all day. I'm like, okay, I'll let myself overthink. And I'm like, oh shit. Well, now I don't even know if I can do it now. I'm nervous and more so. Like, how do you stay calm when nothing's happening?
It's a job now, bro. So, like, I'm doing this. I work out. try a restaurant.
Lost 40
like
pounds, by the way.
Since Heart of the City.
Yes, sir. Congratulations.
I saw myself on TV, bro. I was like, I gotta do stuff.
That's when you started working out. I got at the gym.
Yeah. It was.
I stepped on a scale like a couple weeks ago at this girl's house. I was like 115.
I don't even give a fuck, bro. Get your shut the
what,
bro? Nobody gives a shit about you. Yeah, bro.
I stepped on the scale.
Bro, nobody wants to fucking hear about you, man. Come on.
All right, man. All right.
How long you been doing comedy?
4 years.
Man, I said every time, man, I'm just tired of making money on the road, bro. You don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, nigga. Tony was like, yeah, man, $500, blah 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 blah. I'm like, $500?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Tony, my dog. Man.
I'm out here trying to get.
Tony, good people.
Shout out to Tony. Well, your first show, if you wanted to disclose, how much did you get paid for your first show? Because the first time I got paid for a show, I got $30.
I think it's 50.
50?
Yeah, I think it was 50.
All right. Did they tell you like now? Do they tell you the scale of how it will be before? Because looking in, you think people making $1,000 a weekend doing this and that.
Yeah, I mean, headliners definitely are getting that. I think at our level, I think merch is important. I always tell people like 80% of my income is probably my merch. Like I make a lot of money in merch, and you have to be that way. You got
your wristbands or anything with you?
No, I didn't bring it.
I thought you was at the club. We here at the show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It probably isn't. It's locked up in the office somewhere. But
okay.
But yeah. So like $50 is my first show. College gigs are like that's what pays the most. College and corporate gigs. So those type of gigs, you make a lot of good money if you're not a headliner. But headliners, I mean, they're making good money doing these clubs, man.
Yeah. It's like that's exactly like listening to y'all talk about that. Like they were talking about money and stuff, what they're getting. But I'm used to $3,000, $5,000, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, sir, you're talking to somebody who I just made $15 last night. Gas it just took all that.
Yeah, bro.
I paid.
That's your journey, bro. That's how you get better, and you appreciate it. I was just telling you, man, you learn to appreciate money a little bit better when you get paid 50, especially if you quit your job and you're getting paid 50, 25.
Yeah.
When I would quit my job and I shouldn't have, I would put all these shows together where I was making $150 here, $50 here. And I was like, man, I'm gonna be able to pay the light bill because I got 6 shows coming up, so you gotta go at your own pace, man.
Do you have anything else that you want to make sure that we get to before we bounce out of here, man? Anything you want to promote? I appreciate you pretty much taking the time to get this done with me, man. We're here at the Comedy Zone. Tonight is Saturday. If we can get any of this clip up, there are 2 shows tonight still.
Yeah, you kept saying that. I was like, is this going to be up before?
Usually when we record on like Fridays or Thursdays, I have it up before to help bring, it's all good, man. We're figuring it out.
Yeah, because the first show sold out tonight already. I'm sure the second one's probably about to sell out now, so it probably won't hurt. Anything I want to promote, man? I don't know. Hopefully, check out me on Nailed It on Netflix. Hopefully, it's not confirmed yet, but I think so. And then my Dry Bar is coming out, and I don't know. I think Helium Records. That's who I did my album with. They just contacted me.
You signed with that the label of them?
Just for my album. I'm not in a record deal or anything like that with them or nothing like that. I just did that first album, and then they just contacted me about doing a special with them too. So it'll probably be something like Dry Bar or something like that. So
all right, well, listen, man, that's still
media,
an amazing opportunity. Got Rob Ward Comedy on social media. You guys make sure you go check him out. I've been here all weekend posting, tagging. Y'all seen the pictures if you follow me anywhere. You've been on Heart of the City, coming on Dry Bar soon. Netflix unconfirmed, but it's still out there. Opening up for Martin Lawrence on Lit as Fuck tour, and he's touring around the world with Benji Brown. Cleveland's own Rob Ward, everybody.
Hey, thank you, man. Thanks for having me. It's fun, man.